Okay, tumesikia hapa wala ambao wali graduate last year. Wengine mbali na wengine wameenda ngambo. Kumaanisha tuko sasa on the right path. Sana. Your skill ni kuwa prepared. That is being prepared ahead of us. Asante sana. So sitaki kusema mambo mengi kwa sababu nimepewa nafasi hii. Naona kuna waheshimiwa MCS. Nataka nimwalike. Nimeambiwa hapa kuna Senator Chepto. Yes, let me alafu useme, alafu sasa tuingie upande ya alafu so that tuendeshe hiyo program namna hiyo. Karibu sana.
The Governor, Dr. Eric Mutai, and your colleague, because that is what you're widely known as, Your Excellency. Well, protocols observed, and the chief guests of today. Good afternoon. My name is Brenda Chepto-Koskei, and I'm a and Bureti constituency to be specific, and I am here to give my congratulatory message to all the graduates. This is a step in the right direction. It is not just one step in the right direction. It is 20, 30, 100 steps in the right direction. The current job market is suitable and is very ready for hands-on skills rather than the white-collar jobs. A few years ago, when I was also doing my degree at the university, I thought I would be pursuing what I went there to study at the university. But alas, here I am today, trying to pursue a political career. So this is just today that you are in the right direction. Thank you so much for the parents that have supported this government, that have done all it has through scholarships and the gifts that I am seeing. Not only giving them a head start, but you've in the right career choice. Thank you so much and have a lovely afternoon.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. Kwa nafasi hii nataka nimkaribishe Walitain. Naitwa Mheshimiwa Kiptuya. Karibu Mheshimiwa. Alafu sisi sio wengi, nafikiri kila mmoja wetu atapata nafasi hapo. Karibu Mheshimiwa.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Martin. Bwana wetu asifiwe. Chobiri yake sangu mune. Bye. Salimia aliye karibu na wewe na umwambie Kiptuya anakusalimia. Na ni MCA wa Chobiri. Sina maneno mengi governor na mwenzako Governor Chelilim, karibu Kericho. Wanafunzi wote ambao wamefuzu, nataka niseme pongezi sana. Ingenilegi ngemwae kama ya ni bichugole tuitos Chobiri akiesang aktongilo. Bati ni mwanzo tu. Najua mutafanikiwa. Amajengu na Chambalitei tupatane town ukifanya kazi zenu, kama ni mechanical ama wewe ni carpenter ama wewe ni tailor, nataka tupatane hapo town ukifanya kazi. Otherwise kama MCA unajua kazi yetu ni rahisi sana. Sisi tu job ile anatuletea budget, sisi tunapitisha. Na tulifanya hivyo. Ndio maana mko hapa sasa hizi. So tunataka tuseme asante kwa MCA wetu ambaye tulikaa chini na tukapitisha. Na tunajua tunapitisha ile ingine tena inakuja governor. Kwa sababu tunataka hao vijana wapate elimu mzuri. Ile wakati mnatoka mkienda ngambo ama mkitafuta kazi, at least kila mtu wako na skills. So ya mwisho governor, najua wengine bado tuko na challenge kidogo kwa ward zetu. Kama ward yangu ya Litein haina polytechnic. vijana wetu wanasafiri kwenda mbali kwenda kusoma. So ningeomba tu sio ukiwa hapa na waziri mufast track ile VTC ya Litein ichengwe haraka, alafu wanafunzi wasome wakiwa karibu, na itakuwa mzuri sana. So asanteni sana, karibuni na watakia mema katika kazi zenu. Mimi naitwa Vincent
Kiptuya kutoka Litein. Nafikiri kwa nataka nimkaribishe Mheshimiwa Irene. Karibisha Mheshimiwa Dr. Eric Bet. Irene ni education kwa assembly. Aseme kwa fupi.
Mheshimiwa Martin. So Dr. Esther Moria, Excellency Governor Uasin Gishu, all protocol. Bwana Yesu wasifiwe. Tuonyeshe kwa mkono kama bado furahi siku ya leo. Yes. So it should be seen from your faces because event in the history of this county. 1,600 youths. It is not a mean achievement. Umegusa maisha ya youth wetu. Sio kwa ile tu ya kusema, umewagusa sana. Our villages wanasema asante. Everybody is saying thank you. And this is in line with the manifesto of UDA. So our president must be very happy too for producing a workforce that is skilled, so that whenever we want people to go abroad, tunapata pia hapa Kericho. Simchipigie makofi. And one thing I like about our technical and our polytechnics, siku hizi wako na watu, our youth, wanasema tu wanaongea kuhusu majuu, lakini wale wali graduate university, unapata tuko hii Kenya tu, tuko hii Kericho tu, lakini mtu atakwambia I am going to Germany next week. Si mnafurahi? I am going to Dubai. Sio ni maneno you need your skill, tumia your talent, use your talent very well. Na yeye ni ameona ya kwamba youth wetu wapate elimu. Utilize this particular chance. Mumepewa tools. Sishikwe na rust, sishikwe na dust. So go and utilize. Tafuta kazi. So kazi haitutafuti, tunatafuta kazi. Yes, kwa ku grace our occasion. We will not take it for granted. Tunakushukuru sana. And because our ladies means a lot to us. Ladies would have otherwise been housewives. Leo kitu ya kupeleka nyumbani. Tukipata kazi, tukienda kufanya kazi yoyote, pia wewe ukipata home. Sio kama vile unaomba ya kiberiti, unaomba ya kila mtu ataleta kwa meza. Wenye wako na hata leo ukitoka hii field, hata wazee wale mtaoa vizuri, kwa sababu ukiambia yeye ninaenda Germany, atasema I will want to have an husband mwenye ameenda majuu huko. So kwa hayo machache tunashukuru. Committee on Education, tunashukuru. I am the vice chair. We are really grateful. We are working very well with the Department of Education. Na CC na CEO wako, tunawashukuru kwa kazi nzuri. So thank you so much. Uasin Gishu, tunaona wengi wameenda majuu huko. So utaibia siri gavana wetu. Hatusemi hatuna, tuko nao, lakini tunataka in mass will be different. We have a better Kenya, a better Kericho. Thank you so much. Asanteni.
Asante sana mheshimiwa. Nataka kushukuru. Mimi naitwa Mheshimiwa Martin. Mimi ni MCA wa area hii. Nataka nimkaribishe Dr. Bet Watchman aseme, alafu sasa iendelee namna hiyo. Asante sana. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa Martin. I was the PS for TVET, representing the CS for Education. Post Governor, Dr. Eric Mutai. Jonathan P. Chalilim from Yasingi. Guests, ladies and gentlemen, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. I just want to say on behalf of the County Assembly of Kericho, on behalf of the MCAs, and we support this agenda of Equaliser of Kericho by ensuring that they are equipped and skilled for the betterment. This is in line with our UDA manifesto. I want to speak now because I am from the UDA party. We have the better, that is bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the core of our UDA administration. And so by Governor fronting for this program, Governor Mutai is confirming that he believes in the plan of the UDA manifesto of bottom-up. So Excellency, pongeze sana, because all of us in the party must ensure that we support the President to transform this nation. I want to highlight one thing to the Kerichans for today. You see, a program like affordable housing is linked to this program being launched today, because most of you are graduating as plumbers, some as electricians, and that will drive the agenda of this country. So you are aligning yourself for the agenda of this administration of UDA, which is running this country today. So I want to encourage all of you to use those skills and to transform this county of ours. Otherwise, we support you, Your Excellency the Governor. We promise to support more of this program. The third cohort now, we need to have more money allocated from the county. This program is running beyond what it is today. In fact, Your Excellency, I was hoping that in the near future, we need to ensure that these youths are graduating service. For example, I'm foreseeing in the near future that when youths are graduating, we should be giving them tools like the pipe wrenches to go. Oh, they're here. Oh my goodness. So all of them are here kuchelewa sasa, unaona unatupa mbao kidogo. So I mbao kidogo, but I promise that next time I'll be more very keen. So lastly, I want to challenge the thing before you today here is a graduate, but my story is very. I didn't get a job. I ended up working in the company called G4S as a security. I was trained as a technician to learn how to do and to do things which were beyond. And that changed. I want to encourage all of you to go and do something beyond that so that you can be able to country called Kenya. With those many remarks, I think we are getting more.
All right, nataka nimkaribishe one of the members sana, Mheshimiwa Nelson Koech. Wapi makofi. All right, Mumetulia? Sonko? Endelea mheshimiwa.
Bas, asante sana. So I was, thank you, welcome. No, Bavina. And so I want to end there. My name is Dr. Eric Kiprugut Ward, an incoming member of parliament for Ainamoi. Let me now welcome Bavina, since you just came, just would like to leave. And then I'll invite the county commissioner shortly, Mheshimiwa Bavina, in just half a minute.
Thank you so much. The chief guest, Mheshimiwa CS, His Excellency the Governor, all protocols observed. Fiwe. Ila sunache iso. Mbona watu wa... So, thank you so much. I would like to congratulate the going to say anything, but just congratulations, and congratulations, Governor, for this milestone achievement in our county. This agenda of our president. You know, Nigoba Vina Serem, Chemaru Sigi.
At this point, let me invite the county commissioner, Kericho County, the member of parliament for Belgut. Karibu County.
Thank you. Thank you, Daktari. Our chief guest today, Dr. Esther Moria, PS Tibet. Our governor, Dr. Eric. Governor wa Shirikisho, Dr. Jonathan. Rafiki yangu Koech MP. Viongozi wote wa County Assembly. Viongozi wote ambao wako hapa, all partners, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm happy to be here today to be associated with this function because it's a great day. Kwa hivyo kwanza ningetaka kwanza kuwashukuru sana wale wana graduate. Congratulations to the graduates. This is a big day for you. It's a big achievement. Na najua Mungu atawaelekeza kule mbele. I'll be very brief, chief guest. I'm just a few days old here. I came last month. And the first thing we agreed with my team is we must focus on education. Yesterday, we spent a whole day with the county education board. I don't know whether we have some members here. Any member for county education? Good. A whole day. We went to hide ourselves somewhere in there in Sigowet. We were there a whole day strategizing about education. Because it's an equalizer. We came up with quite a number of strategies on how to improve education in this county, both the basic and technical. We had the member from the county assembly who gave us a lot of information on technical issues, and therefore we have read out some strategies which we are going to implement during the year. And one of them is to have a stakeholders forum, which is critical, so that we can have views from all stakeholders and then roll out the other issues. Chief guest, I'll assure you, we are working very closely with all TTIs, technical training institutions, all vocational training. And I was just telling you, the one which is nearest to me, for Mr. Tonui, and the congratulations of Mr. Tonui for being the chair, have gone there severally, and we have agreed on a number of issues to make sure we improve education. I'll just mention three things. My critical assignment in this county is security. And in yesterday's meeting, we agreed with my committee, with the committee for the county, that going forward, they will be part of my security committee and also sub-county committees. So that if there are any issues that's affecting the institutions, we are able to discuss them in our security committees. We agreed that, and we are going to do it. Secondly, while I'm here also, we have a very big assignment starting this month, the transition to senior school. All the girls, national government officers, and security teams all are in the field, even now, ensuring that no single child is left out. We have to make sure there's 100% transition to senior school. We are also making sure there's 100% transition from grade 6 to grade 7 to junior. And we are doing that as partners with all stakeholders. Number 3, with the support of the community, we are rolling out an LRI on substance and drug abuse. And so far, we have been able to cover quite some achievement. We have been able to achieve a lot in that area. The reverend who was here, niliambiwa wimbo yenye alikuwa naimba ilikuwa inaongea kuhusu mtoto kukunywa pombe. Si ni kweli daktari? Hiyo mtusaidie sana. Na tumesema hiyo tutapambana nayo kabisa. We can erode all the gains made if you allow illicit brews and drugs to be in our schools. And that's one area we discussed yesterday, the team of the county education board, that we are going to work closely with Nakanda. Also last week, we were in a meeting with Nakanda, and Nakanda said they are ready to assist use of drugs in our running institutions. So 3 things. We are going to make sure there's a transition and then maybe for the runners who are here. Change this country, the graduate, we are going to change this country. At the mheshimiwa mwenye alikuwa hapa amesema, we have the pillars. Agricultural transformation, if you don't have technical people, we will not have anything pursue issues of health if you don't have technical. We require people in entrepreneurship knowledge. And now for the youth, the digital superhighway and the creative economy. It is to actualize the better. Finally, we are making sure we are writing 4 documents to make sure we have the medium-term plan, and we have SDG, especially SDG 4, sure, inclusive, equitable, to promote lifelong learning experiences, and the technical and vocational training to make sure there's equal access. And number 4 is about making relevant skills to go. Tuko tayari kwa kazi na nishatembelea Bwana Koechi kwa Koechi alitukaribisha sana na shukrani sana. Karibu sana Kericho. Thank you.
Thank you so much, County Commissioner. So just allow me to welcome to show you the principals. I've been asked to all of you to come up here. One of you will speak on behalf of the rest of you. So that I invite
Yes, our chief guest, principal, and all the protocols observed, kindly allow me to introduce to you your soldiers, foot soldiers, who, because they shall play a very important role in connecting the VTCs and the TVET institutions.
To the chief guest, Madam PS Doctor, to the governor, was in Gishu County, to the host governor, Dr. Mutai. I'm Harrison Okello, the principal Kipsimende TTI in Kipkelion West. sub-county. I welcome all the graduates from this particular graduation ceremony to join us for further studies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, our chief guests, Dr. Moria, Excellencies, host, governor and guest governor, all the distinguished guests, our graduates today, congratulations to you. My name is Sami Kericho, CHRP, principal of the Kericho Bureti National Poly. Madam PS, as we sit here, there have been some calls to have the team that is graduating transition to the TVET space. In the advent of the transformations we have in TVET, we need to re-examine our entry points for the team that have already scaled their training. With that, thank you so much, and county government, you're doing a marvelous job. Thank you and God bless.
Our chief guest, Dr. Esther Farah Moria, our governors, Governor Kericho County, Dr. Eric Mutai, Governor Uasin Gishu County, Dr. Chelilim. I also have my area MB, Nelson Koech, Honorable Nelson Koech, MCS presence, all protocol observed. I'm Bernard Korir, Principal, Belgut TTI. I want to thank the county government of Kericho. This is a very good initiative, having vocational training centers. We had a small discussion with the PS in the morning, and he was saying the policy was to have a vocational training center in every ward, and a TTI in every constituency, and a national polytechnic in every county. But there is the component of a technical university in every region. And I believe if we do this, we can be in a position to have the correct TVET space all the way from the village up to the national level. I really want to thank the PS. He has been very supportive. We are implementing the new curriculum called CBET, and I believe she will be in a position to say more. Our area MB, I want to say thank you. We started together when we have less than 1,000 students, and currently we have over 9,000 students in Belgut TTI. I want to say thank you for the support you have given us as Belgut TTI. And I believe, Madam Pierre, soon Belgut will be a national polytechnic. Asante sana.
Yeah, we can clap for them as they go and sit. Thank you so much. Chief guest and the host governor, Dr. Eric Mutai, and the guest governor from Uasin Gishu County, Dr. Member of Parliament for Belgut, Honorable Nelson Koech, all the other guests present. Ordinarily, it is not easy to for them, it is not easy to speak once the politicians have spoken. But with you, we congratulate His Excellency the Governor, Kericho County, for the very initiative that is done. Come in numbers in a single day like this one to transit to the next level. So this one is a very commendable job that is doing, connecting the Ngao together with the TVET. Is relatively very new, but is doing some wonderful job connecting. Go to meet the area chiefs, the deputy county commissioners at the grassroots level. We also want to thank the security apparatus, because in Kericho County we have minimal cases of unrest. Institutions for the good work that they are doing in supporting our institution. NG, CDF bursaries that in our institutions. Currently, in colleges in Kericho County, they are in excess of. The numbers are going to go up. When we see the Kericho National
8,000, Belgut with over 7,000, Kericho Township with over 2,000, Kimashan with over 1,000. We can see in the grassroots for the people to understand that TVET College failures. It is a possibility of the belief that we can do the other one. So I urge the members that any grade that after they complete their KCSE or KCSE, God provides a starting point, and then they can. I remember when His Excellency the President, when he was launching the Polytechnic on 26th of March 2024, he told is the master key. I want to encourage every graduate today to complete their degrees, but skilling is very important. The common the skilling component, and that is where we are. We are ready to receive into the next levels in your studies, and then thereafter you can be able now to create also to be employed, because you shall Chief Guest, currently Kati is actually working. We strategize on coming up with MOUs only in Kericho, not only in Nairobi, but across the country. So they can fit well into the industry. We are in a digital era where skills are even more digital. So we appeal to every one of us to consider digitally the AI, the mass data, and all that is needed to make us for the KCB Foundation for the good work that you are doing, to also to the Tibet space. Kindly welcome so that you assist. Really assisting us, our peers, is passionate about. And when she came in as the PS, the numbers were 3. We are talking about 800,000 plus. We can clap. We are supporting a Tibet principles, and we ensure that ensuring that the presidential agenda also is attained at the. And may God bless you. Asante.
Thank you. Makofi kwa chair. He had to speak in a length of time because the gentleman sitting is the principal chair for TVET institution in Kenya. So that is the chair Republic of Kenya. Makofi kwake. Asante sana. So speak, I will just recognize you. Mheshimiwa Kimngeno Kirui, what, please wave. Asante sana. And then next, MCA Chemosot Ward. So thank you so much. To invite the Member of Parliament for Belgut, Mheshimiwa Sonko.
Start by sincerely apologizing for coming in late. Thought it was going to be brief, but I am here. The Madam PS, Daktari CZs wote ambao tuko nao yote kwa jina la Bwana, mjambo. Congratulations. And number two, to say that this is a game changer. I'm a huge supporter of such skills and knowledge for the young people. I'll give you an example of something that is happening in the Ministry of Diaspora, Ministry of Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations. Kwa kazi majuu. Germany kwa kazi majuu. Most of you now have graduated on these basic skills, whether it is whether it's electrical. Germany has an aging population, and the peers of diaspora is starting a program by people with skills to fly out to Germany and do there. So hii kazi msijidharau, hii kazi ni kazi sahi ndio inatoa pesa kuliko kazi ya masuti. Hakuna kazi nyingine. Mambo ya technical training. Principal tell you today, like he said, when I joined in as a member of parliament, Technical Institute, we had less than 500 students. As we speak right now, we are doing more than 9,000 students. And we've done that to empower the young people with skills and knowledge to be able to be self-employed. And very importantly, number 2, roll out ya Nyota program hapa. Bado mulikuwa bado mnasoma. Encourage you on the second phase of the Nyota program so that you get capital, you start. Belgut sahi tunajenga malami. Hiyo malami tunajenga Belgut muko nayo. Kazi ya masonary Belgut inahitajika. Kazi ya electrical ya kusongesha masti ndio contractor aweke lami, watu ya electrical inahitajika. Direct ingieni Belgut mwanze kazi. Sina namna hiyo. You know, you have to make it, it is not in front of our eyes. So you should be able to seize the opportunity, make sure that you use those skills that you've acquired and be useful to society. Asanteni sana, and may God bless. Let me pass pole. Some of my colleagues are yet to be here, members of parliament, but accept their appreciation na kusema kwamba nyinyi, congratulations rather, wamewa congratulate our Senate. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Utarudi tu hapa before ukaribishe governor. We have a small clip. People, if the tech team is ready. Mikono ya governor mwaka uliopita. Are we ready for the clip? Naweza watetea kwamba tumejaribu, kuna watu ambao wako Kuwait, kuna watu wako Dubai, kuna mwingine alikuwa anatufuata online na anaingia kazi shortly. Naambia wa tutazungumza. If it's not ready, then we can move. Tech team, are we ready? All right.
Mpaka Jones na wamenipea skills.
Let's get gonna ni vonte kuske. Kaso mane nte. Kaso manti tailare. Mata we kilo boy count. Scholarship lagi gone nzi. Afi itago gone gara fashi.
Nasoma katika shule ya Chepsion Vocational Training Center. Niko na digital wheeling machine. We want to thank the government of Kericho for helping us with this machine. to work on it and we how to pursue in our careers.
Leo nimefanya ya tracing na and therapy Gypsum Polytechnic under Equaliser program. Naona imetusaidia sana juu after kugraduate ndio iweze kutusaidia kufacilitate kazi yetu. Karichi hata nyinyi mtoini program itawasaidia.
Wakala utakibia badana sa amaza wiki kwa mai kavana akawa pakai sama na scholarship anayo kiasi kau tahu tak bosta pada office ane tegamnya naik ke at least ada yang lebih
Kwa majina naitwa Faith, nilisoma Kiprugut Polytechnic. Tukasoma, tukamaliza, tukagraduate, tukapewa tools kama rempa, vitu zote tools za action. Niko na saluni yangu huko inaitwa 5-star salon. Tunye hapo nje na advice, mkiona hii you apply, itawasaidia sana.
Kenya, Kericho County. I started at Terry Vocational. Now in Kuwait. I thank the county government of Kericho and Terry Vocational Training for national standard.
I don't know if we are ready for the call. Nataka tu uangalie Kenya. Uangalie tu Kuwait. Na shilling ya US ni 128, ndio? It's 400 mzuri sana. All right. If he's ready, we are ready. There's a gentleman also who is abroad.
Okay, then I nafasi ni akatago kwetu kulaloa mune. I'm currently working in states of Kuwait as a receptionist in a company. It's a program kimasomo. But when it comes to agency wamenileta. It's a hospital recruitment agency. Nashukuru sana. Abana abroad. Kasi shago miten. Ago lagi lagi age barsinige. Amitan Kuwait Qatar 7 months. Lakini ami yaya kasi komye agaibai. Ami kabisa awakeni. Magararan abroad ati ni ngalja ni ane ta magashige. Ami ro Qatar 7 months. Yaya kasi age sige lobane. Ami tan kita ga ne kagibuansi. So youth, please, Obana abroad. Another more thing, but what I can encourage the youths mkuja abroad. Bisa not anege mwa.
Asante. Ako kazini. Simu wapi makofi yake? Anatoka Kabianga kwa mheshimiwa pata passport. Ndio, si tuko na huduma center hapa Kericho. Get your passport. In case uko na passport yako. Naomba urudi tu hapa mbele mheshimiwa Nelson.
Baka kaswane tulikibendi Kuwait. Moga nyo lande bitani. Onge lande because ile tu ni bara. So ilgo ginye mati age niru. Asini imas banda iwe bitani agiwek tu angeje kazi nyonoda. Bas, onge jaboge na tumkaribishe gavana wetu. Oya! Yobri Marginya! His Excellency!
On his behalf, Jonathan Sherilim, who is also a great friend of mine, and of course my brother, a great and tremendous friend of mine, all the MCAs who are here. This opportunity to first of all congratulate our class. Nataka niseme pongeze sana. Thirdly, nataka tena nipe pongezi wasasi who are able to support us in this program through to come and study with us when as a county government that we want to work this journey together. Nataka niseme asante sana kwa PS Muhoria was asking me a question here. She asked me, what is this thing Jobiri and Jasa? Shocked. She was trying to understand. In my campaign, during my campaign, one of was that we must look out to that and one of the designs I told them, Chobiri does not require any English. You will not tell the pipe, can I connect you? All you have to do is to immediately. Then I said, after that I have taken Chobiri to school, and then I'll take Kesang to study hairdressing. When Chobiri will be hustling there, he will be hustling. Also be hustling in a saloon because I've given them quits and they're able to raise a family. That is how Chobiri and because it was my commitment that out of the frustrations we have as a nation because of joblessness, imagine Kenya through our defects and our fetuses to that cause. Fourthly, this program last year, and I want to thank KCB. I'm among the to meet Anastasia, and she's a daughter from Kabianga here. I queued there for almost 2 hours. When she came out of a meeting, he said, to tell me must be serious. Then I told her, look, I don't have enough money to change the lives of our youth. We invite you to partner because we are 42 million shillings. So be that partner with us, KCB, because out of our and we're able to graduate 3,600 young men and women in the same stadium. This graduation, doing another close to 2,000. So in 2 years alone, we have changed 6,000 young men and women who otherwise in the villages. As we speak, and we have seen in the screen program, it is a program of changing lives. It's up to our children and our parents. You have just seen now, as Nelson has speaking, somebody was just speaking to who is in Kuwait, probably she's studying in a hotel, earning her money and through the foreign exchange remittance. As we speak today, one I was whispering to Nelson, German. One, and I think maybe a student called Felix who landed at Frankfurt, Germany, working now. We have more than to buy. One who did plump in a company. And you can imagine the lives those people also able to support their families at home. Also initiated business for them. And in this county of Kericho, we have people now who are working in the salon, working as mechanics. After graduating, we also they have acquired so that they can employ themselves. We are committed to continue with this program. This year, na nataka wazazi wanisikie mzuri kwa Kericho. This year we're inviting this year is 6,000. Our commitment, by God's grace, is that we're going 1,000 to Breeze and Jesang. So that as you go to hospital, young men and women, that their lives have changed and they can support. You know, maybe Chobri aganga kiangalia mrembo. Love you, manena inapotea peke yake. Chobri can boldly look at Jesang and say, mambo namna gani, tujipange namna gani. Kwa sababu they will have a hope for a family and as support the president's agenda to help us attain that. Because I say today I don't even have a speech to read here to support this program, building an additional close to 7 polytechnics. Polytechnic at Soket Tendeno, which is the far end of Kericho. Polytechnic, and I think we're almost in completion, at Londiani Ward, which the a polytechnic at Waldai Ward, which I think is almost done and complete. Sharam, that is in one here at Ainamoi Ward. In the different spaces is to allow easier access. You to look for money for fare. You just wake up in the morning and you go to school. So you are not paying even 1 shilling. You are just in class for free. You are a year. We have placed you in internship because we have already partnered also with. We already have partners that we have partnered internationally to be able to programs and link them to industries. So we are doing because we believe for a better future for you. And that is why we have stepped up to ensure that we take as leadership the challenge and be able to support. As we do so, we continue to Mheshimiwa Jonathan and on a common user facility. This is where we are going to incubate that you like this. For those who will not be able to step out on their own, we are doing in every sub-county. So that when you come to this common user, we have enough tools for mechanics, our members of parliament to supply uniform to schools and institutions together, including the tea estates here, where we can even supply them with to help you make a life out of that space. Lastly, as I challenged today, as we Kericho, we need tea experts, because we have tea factories and we have the tea estate. In the point of tea processes, we need experts that can handle the withering process. We need experts that can. I was challenged last year at Kiprugut factory. They wanted a advertised, they never got one. And it's realized to me as a guy. So we are going to rework on our curriculum PS so that it meets the specific needs of the coffee value chain and in the sugar industry. I can tell you for free, factories will be glad because they will be much better. Somebody with a I want to employ to do curriculum processing of coffee and processing of tea, and then we tailor. We've already created a space and a market for them to be able to survive. We are working very members of parliament, and out of this part, we are looking into a situation where we will be able to graduate. When we graduate, like, we'll have an easier movement to our TFETs. So that as a county, when we do the basic, for those with their studies, we own TFETs. And from the national TFETs, and they can end up with a, for somebody with an E to work his way to getting a degree or even a master's. That in your grade you can make a life. Because right now, some of those who have gone up are earning as much as 400,000 to 500,000. Encourage all our parents that we take the day. To sincerely thank the with the national government and peers, your presence here, mentors working relationship we have together with the government, the government of Israel. Today, why it is possible is because of the government policy that has created. And President Ruto being a respected leader globally, we are able from here to take to Kuwait because of the William Ruto has put in place. In ourselves, even as I conclude, construction site. If kutoka kule Kapkatet, the president is building a market there. Ukikuja hapa Belgut and Inamoi, there are houses here at Talai that are being Kerenga, and all parts of the county is a construction. We are going to tie these graduates with site supervisors. Wewe tumegraduate leo, tunatafuta site engineer ya affordable houses from, because in every sub-county there is work going on. We and the foremen and the contractors on those sites so that you are able to graduate. And my instructions to the department is that let's do the data. When I was sitting with them, we be able to directly to those spaces that are available now as they move forward. See how we get affordable housing in Achengo hapa, even a president. Market in Achengo. They need plumbers, they need electricians. So we will talk and have conversation. We connect you directly to those sites. When you get this job, you get some little money, you save, then you build forward. I conclude by saying, PS, When you come back to Nairobi, to Kamba and say, we appreciate the support from the ministry, and as a council of government that we are sharing with the national government. You are one of the very few PSS and doing this job, and you are supporting the president in a way not seen before. In county governments. From where I sit, we have a situation sometimes where we run into headways with the other level of government. And you have some PSS who are mannerless. In the morning, they storm a county. They, for example, if you are building a stall or a market, it is because the governor who knows that if you have to do this here and here, already customers there. But when you just wait, you end up not as we are proud of you, because in diligently supporting and you are grateful, because it doesn't cost much for the two levels of government to work together. Nelson here is a good example of the MPs who are working closely. When you say, okay, I have the money here, I don't have land, what do we do? You say, okay, there's a where, and I give you this site, you build for the hospital. It is the kind of mutual respect that we endeavor to share together with the national government and county. To come here is a demonstration of the close relationship we are working together. Team of Kenya Kwanza pushing the agenda of the president. On a light touch, that on behalf of county governments, to some few government errant officials who do not seem to care government structures, but that when you want to build something in a county government, is the governor, and that is the elected by the people. He is seated with donated powers from the people, and it doesn't cost much to write. I'll give you another example. Senator Aaron Chiruyot the other day was giving out an ambulance. Give me a date when you are free. We go to Cheburgei to give out this. Oh, we can work together as two levels of government with dignity. Kimalizia kwa wasasi wetu wote. Aga moy ni gipsigis. Ole boishe ngalega programme. Bitu go notan. Ago bo ekse ku betuta braki go chini ne ba plumbing, go chini tools yo plumbing. Ne ba saloon ki go chini tools. Jige ago teche mo enore ne mujai. That program can make a test even among the at least 50 or 100 of them. In the course of this year, so I go watch the I get teach money. Give me what to toast, keep Mogero Levation and age. Oh, Mongol Rai Mucha Igir, Ilan Lejo, Agmuag, the Chobrak sang, go to the Zoptung. Gango Gigil Gagan, I'm gay unek, Kate supporting Big York, Coturgonio Savella. Mama Jeta Moja Siriona, or the toy to me, then the road, and I want to say thank you so much, my brother Cherelem. You've been very supportive to us as a county government of Kericho. And without much ado, I want to invite you. And then we proceed from there. Asante Governor, way to Cherelem.
Thank you very much. I can see there's a lot of jealousness here. They are saying show the sign of 2 terms, indeed. And right on the protocols which have been established here today. The PS Boria I've had the honor to host her at Ziwa Technical Training College, and she is so motherly, properly. And also our governor, bottom-up idea. Alikuwa ile mtu ya bottom-up na bottom mafuta anaendelea, but today you can see the head for this county. Again, I want to appreciate our honorable member of parliament, Belgood, Wanasongo. I have a name, he called me Rono. So wherever I meet him, I tell him, Rono, don't ask for anything else. Again, honorable MCA, your team, the security, na wazazi, and our Vice Chancellor here will be the rest of the tutors who are here and the principals from wherever they come from, and your teachers will be called lecturers. The guest will be the chief guest of Kona because she comes last to talk. Our graduates will be called graduates of Green Stadium University. Kupromote nyinyi mtaita tu mabibi na mabwana. Waje ni wasalamie kwa jina la Yesu. Mjambo. Chamge. Professor Kibrono, the first governor here at Moi University those days, and he told me to say you and you marambili. The first chamge ni kusaa vijana, the second chamge ni kusaa wasichana. So waje tusalamiane mara mbili ili tusae vijana na wasichana. Again, thank you so much for inviting me here to give a very small speech. I got late a little bit because water. And you know, Eldoret has become a city, and we ran through so many challenges, including provision of water. And for some good reasons, some of the PSS are very good. Wherever they come to your county, they tell you, I'm coming. Some of us, hata ukienda mahali naitwa Menja. Do you know Menja, you guys? Giweni, and then the other fellow will give you a signal without shouting, whistling, and you know nimekubalika. So our yes, and they bring good news, and I'm very sure you will not go here with that budget. You know our budget is small, you know that. And I know, Madam, you are a good lady. I'll go without leaving a mark. Somebody said, John Mason, not John, your book, and he said, until you leave a mark, you have not passed. We know that you have a past here. So, Panya Jambo Mama, president, mimi ni governor or president. So, kusema kitu, naenda kusukuma kidogo. So, distinguished ladies, leaders, TVET principals, trainers, industry partners, trainees, present. Good afternoon. Let me bring the county. We share a slogan with other two counties. We call ourselves the counties of champions. So Nandi County is a source of champions, and then Elgeyo Marakwet is the home of champions, and then Eldoret now is the city of champions. So the two governors, you invited us, but they didn't make it to come. Their apologies, and to tell you next time they will be here. I'll make sure I bring them here if this is a tradition, because we are also learning something. I always graduate my TVET students, but I've never had this kind of bringing all says how good this is for brethren to dwell together in unity. And I'm very happy that here that we are going to bring all our TVETs, 13 TVETs in graduation, and Dr. Mutai be ready to come and revenge. To address you today on a subject that is shaping the destiny of our nation and training. We call it TVET. Under the visionary leadership of TVET has become the backbone of economy, transformation, and youth empowerment. The President has emphasized that skills must drive growth, create jobs, and equip young people to build wealth. Across Kenya, enrollment in TVET institutions 300,000 learners to a few years ago to over 700,000 today learners in the near future. This growth is proof that our youth power, competence, and opportunity and to prosperity. I also want to express for the remarkable transformation of TVET in the county government. The county has expanded access to technical training, modernization, and set a strong example of how counties can harness skills, training to create opportunity and grow local economies. That one you can attest, it is training and you are graduating into doing very great tailoring to, I don't know what is, there are many things here. There was, it is a testimony that these things work. I especially want to highlight agriculture as a game changer in our TVET. Agriculture is no longer just, it's not a call for all the people or the elderly. Through TVET, our young people are acquiring skills in technologies, agribusiness management, food processing. This is powerful because it means youth can generate wealth, achieve food security and economic stability, and counties build. All these things you are doing today is to what you call those who are in hospitality. Nowadays we realize there is no ceremony. Those who wanna they just value add. Wanapiga kitu kingine to foil, kitu kingine fungi, and then you look so too, but are familiar because you thought it was something else. So that is called value addition. Alafu wanaweka serviette kidogo hapa, wanaweka spoons na kisu na visu na unapokula ni ile tu, wameongeza value na bei imeenda juu. That's what you are doing here, to value add on the services you are going to provide to our people. When agriculture is paired with practical skills, innovation, and entrepreneurship, it becomes a true engine of transformation businesses and strengthening industrial growth. Looking ahead, TVET will continue to focus on industry-driven training in ICT, construction, hospitality, manufacturing, and agribusiness. Employment, ensuring youth create opportunities, modern excellence, as well as equipped institutions, trainer capacity, and building to ensure graduates are globally competitive. In our county, every TVET is a center of excellence. We have one for hospitality, one for tailoring, one for masonry, one for mechanic, and all that. So this will be a very powerful economic drive, especially where the recent suggestion that all students should undergo TVET training is visionary. It's a welcome idea. Some years back, those who didn't go to youth service for 1 year or 6 months, it was through there, and by the time you graduate out of Kenyan, and you love your country and you love your this one should be mandatory. And Madam PS, it is true, let them think as bad as seeing a graduate, a whole graduate who does not know how to cook. Hata Queen atashangaa nani alifundisha huyu, na ajui kusonga ukali, ajui hata kupalilia shamba, vitu rahisi. To go through all the levels of education, and then you have gone to school, everybody is looking up to you, the parents, the neighbors, they're able to do something, but hujapata kazi. So sometimes back, when I worked in Moi University, we came up with a very good program here. We are calling it Moi University Academic Outreach Program. And I was the chairman. Members in academia, including your past governor, we came to these schools here. Some is it in this country? Kapkiam, Manyoror, ile ama ni Bureti, ile Korongoi, Aroket, and many other schools. Hata yako ya Kiptaldal or some funny name there. I thought it was not a name. I thought it was a chemical name, but kumbe ni ya binadamu, ni ya Kipsigis. So we were doing it to tell our young people the importance of university education. To those sides of Kapkimolwa Longisa, Professor Sang, who was the chief administrative officer at Moi University, was the lead person because he made us to know, understand, Kipsigis single or primary school that we didn't. Some funny name there. It is called where Togo iko na jina kama ya Wakisi, lakini ni hapo tu. Kuna majina kama ya Kisi hapa chini, eh? So I want to say we were encouraging our young people to also learn to have more skills. They are not just going overseas ama majuu kuongea Kiingereza ingine. This is where we are headed. And I want to say this, it ensures graduates emerge not only practical skills, confidence, and readiness to innovate, exactly what Kenya needs for the industries of today and tomorrow. The future of TVET in Kenya is bright, and full opportunity is leveraged to transform lives, communities. There was a program that the former province should, and Rift Valley, we are rich with these technical colleges. I went to Arbis in Nakuru, and Arbis training colleges here, National Polytechnics, to get a technical university in Rift Valley. I'm not saying because to go to Bwane Technical University, to go to Technical University of Nigeria. After this, where else? They will go to National Polytechnic, and then where? Be with our leaders, especially our leaders, Songo and the team, that we push. And if you have nowhere to host in Eldoret, we have a serious national polytechnic in Eldoret, or somewhere in Nakuru, or somewhere here in the South Rift. Their careers. So let me also say, let us work together, institutions, industries, and government to ensure TVET drives a Kenya where forms youth thrive and communities to prosper. This piece of advice is education gives us an equal opportunity, gives us opportunities to become anything. And so people don't know people. Guy, do you know why they called me Kotimoja? It was not a good name. Ile ya kuridicule. Sasa hii mtu ya Kotimoja anaomba governor huwa nafaa checked courts. Nimetoa tu leo la koti watu wanaona kama ni moja, but there are several, but then because they say I will not name names because you know them. Watu yako wananidharau. The same Koti Moja became governor of Uasin Gishu. I didn't have money, I didn't have anything. I just said I want to become governor. And I went to the ring. You fight. And if you are watching wrestling, I am a keen follower. You could see someone has been knocked down and you think that he has died. But again, he wakes up and kills the other one. It is not over until it is over. Young friends, please don't fear. I'm seeing the small senator here. A world of people who don't give up. You never give up. For my madam here, I started school long time ago, according to me. And I traveled the other day when I graduated PhD, recently. This journey of traveling from nursery all the way to a PhD journey. But if you are determined, you don't give up, you don't say die. I attempted to become MP 3 times. Nilijaribu ya kwanza nilitaka kufukuza president. That time was our MP. Nikajaribu nikakosa kunitangaza, nikasema sawa, I will come again. Then I tried. You know where I failed? It is because the party the ticket that was sponsoring in our community. I saw him somewhere. I don't know that I see him. Hao wanasema sisi ni baba na mama, kukufa na kupona. Hata kushinda tu kila siku namna hiyo wako na. I said if you can't beat them, just join them. And a wise man changes his. I'm not going to repeat the same class. Let me try a big, Also, I'm a candidate. Wakacheka mpaka nikapita wakinichekea. So you see, never give up. You are tackling Cheruiyot. Cheruiyot is na ni machine kubwa. Like through smiles, unaweza pita tuende tu. For you, I'm just saying there is a way things can happen, and unashinda huyu na Toto. Ungeona vile hako na vile hako saizi, kumbe kuna Mungu. Makofi kila mtu. Kuna Mungu dunia hii. Never give up in this life. Madam, I did CP after repeating your primary ya Kijinga. Unaenda class 1, mwalimu group, all of you mnarudi na asari nini? Ati kuna mwalimu na huwa I kept on repeating and wasting time. After my CPE, I think like school fees. So I repeated once. Tukapita lakini si kuendelea. Hakuna fees. There was no class 7 again. People were transiting to 844. So mimi nikaenda ile 844. Kufika huko nikangoja mpaka class 8. The same class, 4 years seated, and for no apparent reason I became a head boy. A sitting student in boy mimi napiga watu kusaidia mwalimu kwa nasaidia mwalimu kuchuna those days. But again, imagine in this man, which I missed. Then I went to another school. Kidogo, I didn't make it to university. So I went through a TTI like you guys, Sigalagala National Polytechnic. It is in Western. And I was going there because of the big name Sigalagala. See what's happening? Out of just adventure. And again, through after the out of kuongeza course kidogo, ongeza ingine, ongeza ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu. It happens. So never. Wangu mtaka kwa wewe Jobri. Jobri alikuwa ni nani? Jaribu siku ya pili. Atakuwa amekataliwa na wengine. It's possible. Don't give up. They say persistence. Resistance wears away, or which one is wearing which one? Never say die. Just live. Kama uko na imani ukae kama mimi utatoboa. It is not onekana hatuende mahali kukua watu. Hata Moi alikuwa amekaa humble people. Sura ya kukaa kama hawezi ajui. Hii upepo itapeleka yeye na pamoja na ile. Si alikamba kwa kusema wewe baba saidia hiyo rungu yako umekaa naye sana. That as I wind up, that even Governor Mutai talk about it because we believe in you. Governor Mutai is in the Council of Governors. Mambo ya elimu iko kwa kichwa chake imejaa hapa. There. So huyu ni mtu ako na akili sana. He is a serious human resource. Ingawa anapitia majaribu mingi hapa na pale, hiyo ni kawaida ya pale na unafaulu. Biblia inasema kwa wale wanaenda kanisani. Wani kikuja chini kidogo hivi inasema there is a learned Nicodemus akamwambia sasa wewe tutafanya nini tupate ngapi? Uzaliwe mara ya ngapi? Hebu mnionyeshe mbili. Songo uko na ngumu kuweka mkono juu. Uzaliwe mara ngapi? Mara ya pili. Hapa hivi hakikisha tumesimama na yeye. Alafu drug abuse and substance abuse na commissioner ameongea. This has messed up families. It has visions for others. Make sure you keep yourself safe. And for what reason? Sio lazima ukunywe pombe ndio uitwe sasa wewe ni ndume ama wewe ni msichana wa maana. Kuna spare part ya mwili na mnajua hakuna rekodi amefunja na ikaweka kwa Guinness Book of Record. Hakuna. Dawa ya kulevya inaharibu na it is targeted. Ukiona vile sema kwa sajiri kala piju ukiwa na kile bicho chao kibungu nini if you alda goringu if you alda mali guge if Imurni koi, ogasa gudi ide, kertie ja. In Keswick, kwere konget my friend, Kubri, 1 year kakwa magigirege, 2 years. So guy oripke kabisa. And there is something called character. It is very important. Sama ufike wapi bila character. Character is the real be somebody. Someone said image is what people think we are, but integrity, someone called D.L. Moody said in the dark when nobody sees ila munioni wote hiyo ndio mimi sana. That is your real character. Ways for many people, characters with kings and queens, and they have given them promotion, and somebody can play or employ una skills ya kutosha na uko na character. Chunga ni tabia ama ni tamu ama ni nini? Have a pleasant character, and then I want to stress on one only: counseling unit kwa our learning institutions, because we have young people who are mwingine analewa akikuja kwa shule anaweza shika afiri ni nyundo agonge kwa mwalimu wa ukuta So we need very serious counseling units in our TVETs. There's a God in heaven. Kuna vile Mungu anafanya kazi hata kama ukopi Mungu And then evoke the fear of God in our young people. Bring up a godly society, godly, environment. So let's move on. And Governor, urafiki yangu na wewe, I will be rolling up where I pay kitu kidogo for people from Uasin Gishu. Kidogo in Uasin Gishu. Are you aware of that? I'm a governor of part of Kericho ndogo. Ya Kericho ndogo mfanye urafiki. So and so hapa niingiza hao kule ndani. Hiyo kidogo na kupata skills and you put it on earth. I think it is on earth. Moving to that direction. It is a home. Songo, I have not seen you there. Like Pia. So you come. But again, we want to make it our home so that we have Kericho ndogo huko. Kidogo, Marakwet Kidogo, everything there, we make a beautiful home. Wish you the very best graduates. To you is real. Mambo ya majui inafanyika. A program called Reroute. When I realized hawaendi mahali, nikaanza Reroute program, tukasema tuende tujaribu enda kwa any state in Australia, from Perth to Adelaide to Queensland to I don't know where, utapata watoto wazi nyumbani. So I will I will put you that, I will impart that. So now nyinyi ni matajiri sana, mko na kitu na hizi vitu kwa kwetu, tuko na ngano na kahawa, nasikia hapo kuna pesa, but again tukiongea vizuri la Australia na wanafanya kazi ya mkono, hakuna aibu, wanafanya and she's so proud. Hiyo ni kusema ni pesa kazi, hata kama ni kazi ya kupikia viatu rangi huyu mzee na anapatia kidogo nini viatu haikutoshi na huko na rangi nyeusi pigia yeye. Mungu awabariki. Thank you man.
Yeah, continue. Lakini anasema yeye Chief guest, we're almost coming to an end of this event. I quickly, in a very special way, when Governor Cherilim, gave a story of his own personal life, how he dropped I think he had stopped class 8 or from 2 somewhere. In our program, the other year, some kazi mtaani, he employs akakuwa training na one of our fetuses the school, and last he graduated to the D+, and that boy remains my hero. Ukikuza mtoto moja hivi uone maisha yake badilika, inakuwa mzuri. Anaita agwa. That's one of those examples when governor was with hard work and determination to get what she wants. He's been a beneficiary of our program. Maliza last year, na sasa hizo tunapanga yet in the next phase. Use them quickly as I invite the chief guest. So these are the great team for Kericho. This job. CC Judy Chirchir in charge of education. As Mheshimiwa Rob was one time MP Kipkelion West as an in charge of health as Andesana, CC Cheruyot of Agriculture, Pirich Giles, CC Rods as Andesana, CC Lands, and again CC Correa again in charge of in charge of ICT, Youth and Affairs. Ako yanga ga itko nyitirichu. Ni moche ga. Ki moche kurganyo ko graduate na anga. No ta ngone ganyi graduate na bashir lagoju. Ako no nya ga the ngale ga tifets a national government. And I like to see I get to graduates for time now that the time that yourself, which is officially graduate. To our parents, to everybody who has met, because I'll not be back here again. Finding time to come and join. In the next 1-2 weeks, we will be here in time to find when is available, so that we come and hand over this market because we have finished the constructions of that market. That is giving me some space for internship, which is being paid. So members of this graduating class, Newalin Kule Eldoret Uasin County, even as we create others in the county. This point, nataka niwaulize sisi wote, our chief guest. She must send a message, she must take a message to the president. Sinajua wapi tutam ya rais? Wapi tutam ya rais? Wapi tutam ya Equaliser? Wapi tutam wapi tutam ya Songo? Wapi Abaz?
The Governor, Kericho County, Your Excellency Eric Mutai, the Governor of Uasin Gishu, His Excellency, and my friend Jonathan B. County, honorable leaders, present county officials, VTCs, industry partners, parents, distinguished guests, parents, ladies and gentlemen. Nisalimieni hewani. God is good. That is his nature, and I am this day because I came very early. Nikaenda kwa ngavana nikakunywa ingine. Nimekuwa nikikunywa chai hapa. And I came here on behalf of his Migos, supposed to be here, but he was called by His Excellency to which university? Unajua ukifinywa huko juu na wewe unafinyana huku chini. And that was the day before yesterday. Of course, I was glad to have the governor because you are at Belgut some time back. We tell you, people of this county, I am associated with people when I see them. This guy, I'm not a politician. Actually, kama mimi huwezi kunipata hapo ni politics. But I know good guys, even politicians. Had a conversation with Kotimoja. I didn't know why you are Kotimoja. I tell people now, I was saying I had a conversation with this without any pretenses. Me, I'm not a pretender. The principals of mine know me. I call them my generals, and I tell them, my friends, follow me. And this that I met Jonathan B, and we struck a friendship with you, my two brothers here. I didn't know why you are called Kotimoja. I come from the mountain. I am a good person from the mountain. And I tell people in that my shinda haina mizizi. Munasamanga hivyo haina mizizi. So hata kama uko na koti moja sasa. I tell people myself when I was going to those schools you are going to, there's some sort of age mates. My shoes I tell this principal, the box, because they had to be inspected. But today, I don't know how many pairs of shoes I have. I don't know, literally. I don't know how many my shoes are. There is a God, and He does big things. The aspiring senator, na nasikianga maombi yetu. So, I read this speech on behalf of my boss, CS. The people of Kericho County today in the second celebration of achievement from VTCs. Actually, when my boss told me to come, you know, he sent me the CS, what is this? Because I have never have a graduation. Number two, new. And I told it is new and beautiful. Called says. My governor is called Says Mbarire. Hii ni mzuri. Na nitamwambia understand what this is. I did not know that which you are implementing direction. You know, telling us that happen. You have to be intentional. Let me call you a guy. You are my SB. What he is doing, you just don't want to change. You have to decide and how you are going to do it. Absolutely impressed, and I will go and take it to the top of the mountain. Today's ceremony, it is about dignity of work, economic empowerment. This year, we proudly celebrate the graduation of 1,000 across Kericho County. The demonstration growing reach of vocational training and confirms that embracing skills development as a pathway to opportunity enterprise. TCs occupy a unique and strategic space in Kenya's education. The center brings skills training closer to communities, provide access for the young who may not immediately transition to higher equip learners with practical competencies, whether in agribusiness, tailoring, hospitality. VTCs are nurturing self-reliance and job creation across. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Education has now based education, beginning with basic education and extending into. Currently, universities have been reviewing the curricula as well. This reform technical competencies, transferable skills, and real work purely theoretical knowledge. I commend for successfully implementing CBET September 2023, marking a decisive shift that are directly aligned to industry and employment needs. At the same time, the TVET sector is witnessing an shift. For many years, was wrongly perceived academically. Today, that perception is changing. Another last resort. It is a national. The demand for skilled technicians, artisans, technologists, and innovators. Nations that prosper are those that invest. And Kenya is now firmly on that path. Listen to this. Kenya growth. The president is Singapore. Anywhere near that Singapore. Without what you are doing, ask them, ask that Singapore. They grew because they have pools and pools of people. And that is why the president has also do the recognition of prior learning. That all these Juakali people, and I have directed that this has to be done unequivocally. We started at a department of RPL board because we want to do it in tech. That director is in charge of seeing to it that people with skills are and certified. And Maindi is that because he has to tell me exactly what he's doing over what. And you know, the president doesn't have to call me boss. Simnanjua. Atakupigia kwanza saa 5 ya usiku. Esther, how many people have you to get Maindi to tell me that number? I want to know what time I will be asked for that number, and I need my job. So I must have it together. So having pools and pools of technical people. And therefore, Governor, what you're doing to help us is really something that is, I have back to the mountain. I didn't know that that was my next sentence. His Excellency, the President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, inaugurated this vision of transforming Kenya into a fast. Such transformation cannot happen without the right skills. Listen to this. Investors do not move where they are. competencies exist. Skills create jobs and skills build nations. Come to this Kenya because now we of competencies and grow this country. Are we together? Are we seeing so we have to work on this and work on it very seriously. Overtraining of artisan certificate, competency-based approaches so that trainees can smoothly transition. Certificate, diploma, and even university education. Governor B said that no learner should. Skills training must continue growth. This requires close collaboration between counties, national standards, and quality graduates remain competitive nationally and globally. Actually, a policy known as K-cut, accumulation and transfer policy. We are going to get it finished, Dr. Kanyi. A big launch at KICC so that everybody knows about K-Cut's policy speaks into what Governor B was talking from where you are through that policy, which we have developed. So there is no question. My Tibet is here. Tibet authority is here. This is the guy our department, and he knows that we have properly so that you can move all the way from where you began. You have a D minus. Well done. D plus. Plus, uendelee kusoma soma. Kufanya ukue na PhD kama hawa mangavana. You think this governor you one day? Are we together? Yes. So we have that allows you to move to the levels that you want. You know, I keep talking too much and getting. Further, Kenya previously made a bold commitment shillings 2 billion annual conditional grant to equipment and access. That investment initially significant at many centers across the country. However, over time, this dedicated funding was absorbed into broader guaranteeing support to VTCs. I, however, acknowledge the effort that some county governments, such as to ensuring that VTCs are an equalizer to the young people. In terms of vocational training, I encourage county each other on reforms that seek to ensure that are better protected through structure, and I commend you, Governor, for ensuring that this 2 billion is spent on VTCs. Some of your I don't know who is going to hear me, but it is everywhere. So please, Governor, tell them what you are doing. You know, they will listen to you more than they will ever. Hiyo pesa kwani nyinyi you are people of around. No, so let us do what we are supposed to be doing. Ladies and gentlemen, the heartbeat of vocational training. I commend KCB Foundation to vocational training centers in Kericho County, preparing in the Tujiajiri program. Well done, KCB. Inform you, the foundation is also part at the national level in project. Through the project, 1,100 TVET trainees have been upgraded to install the solar system alongside the industry CB, and so far we are targeting 5,026, and Governor, all the TVET solarized through KCB. I think yes, Kericho is finished and we are going Belgood. Where is Belgood? Kericho Natural solarizing all our TVET. Great collaboration. So you can see you hold hands with the private sector. There's an investor coming from where? Sweden. And I have told him to Nairobi next week, anilete na mimi nijue vile nitafanya. Kwa sababu ukiona kitu mzuri, I'm not talking about girls like these governors. Ukiona kitu mzuri, so vile atafanya na chukua, nijue vile nitafanya na wao, pengine nitapelekea. Siniwaambia nitachukua vitu hapa nipeleke kwa mlima. So fanya na yeye. Indeed, training must mirror to enhance industry exposure. VTCs must also innovation and enterprises where see they were here, center managers, na nyinyi hamuonekani kama mko na koti moja. Nyinyi mnaonekana mko. I challenge you. Let me see. I challenge center managers to raise the institutional outlook of VTC centers as agents of local development. Sawa sawa. Kama zimekaa hivyo hivyo to make sure they are very nice. And this governor here go to the VTCs. Nyinyi mtanipeleka kwa VTCs ndio ni like our TVETs, ndio. Trainers and managers must be excellent. Those with excellence. Excellence is what will set you apart. What competencies, discipline, and professionalism. Say Eric Mutai for your visionary program. Playing a critical role in changing the lives of young people who would otherwise become or training, NEET, to now honing. This may be counted as one of the steps of your lifetime, when you will no longer be here and people will be looking at the sad of your time. They will see you have made against this year. Allow me to turn my attention to the graduates. Remember, a failure who chooses to rise through the skills and effort. Each learning and practical skills that build homes, power industries, every livelihood. Across the world, many in diaspora, building infrastructure, supporting industries, global doors. Today, you join the global workforce. You are ambassadors of skills. Carry your skills with pride. Apply them with integrity. Build enterprises. Create employment and compete. And all technicals that will step into the. On behalf of the Ministry of Education, I congratulate and challenge you to go forth and build your future nation and excellence. And before I sign off, let me tell you this, graduate, of going to Australia. And there, and I was, who else was there with us here? Nobody. So they are my witnesses. A lot of times. Who was found by Wazungus in field work? They took him to Dubai. By some Australians found him there and told him, take videos. Said to us. After some time, the Australians made for Australia. Anaitwa Musao. Musao, where is that? Musao, Amanda. Musao only not take him to school anymore. But we now find 50 to 60,000 Kenya shillings a day. And I have said I have witnesses here. If you can speak in English, sio Kizungu ati kama ingine tuna. Skills will take you to levels dented. If you are, and the governors have already spoken, get absolutely skilled, proper spirit of excellence. Well, because you have done hairdressing, where were the hairdressers? Sio kwa sababu mwefanya hivi mpaka unishike with a spirit of excellence. Na ukifanya hivyo nitakulipa pesa mingi sana. Babu ni za PS. Na ukipengeneza vizuri ya. So you have to embrace the spirit of excellence. Number one. Also means discipline, like Koti moja hapa said. Embrace the spirit of excellence. And number two, look for opportunities. Even God works with busy people. You know, was he was alikuwa wapi? David ng'ombe ya baba yake alikuwa wanakunywa murusiki, mimi sijui, but God wants. So I want to challenge you. But get a space and a place where you are going to be busy. Making noise and waiting for these governors to give you money. To give you money all the time. So God will find you and take you to Australia. Become a rich man or woman. I want to say thank you very much. Niliambiwa na watu kitu. Is it you, Governor B? What I'm going to say of it, kwa sababu ulisema utaniongeza. So nimeongea na principals wangu, I call them my generals, tumesema tutatafuta 300,000, lakini koti moja na 10,000. So itakuwa mzuri. Why are you not I think so. With those many remarks, ladies and gentlemen, Migos, when I go back, because he's the one who sent me, nimsalimie. Somebody mumenipatia ya president, mimi nitapatia Migos. President Ruto kwamba hapa Kericho nyinyi nitamu ngapi? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. Come to Kericho na nikiitwa tena hata na kuja na nitaambia principal hata wa huko. Kwanza huko niko na shida huko, nataka kukuja huko ziwa huko. I want to kuja. Yes? I have talked to you. Esther, did you get that? Zara? Napier grass. I know we mulina pe. Iyo Zara ni napier grass huko kwetu kwa ya plants in the water. My governor is called Motito. Mimi naitwa Zara na Zara ni reads lakini. God bless you.
Asante sana daktari. Thank you so much. Naomba tuketi sasa. Mumepata ujumbe? Mumepata ujumbe? Mumepata ujumbe? Aya, asante. Sasa we are going to government. Na nataka nimwalike Dennis and the team. Dennis and the team. Dennis and the team. Najua wazazi wanangoja. Dennis.
Chief Guest of Honor, Dr. Esther Moria of TVET, the host governor, Dr. Eric Mutai, our governor Kericho County, all protocol of Dennis Ruto, the officer in charge of quality assurance in our county vocational training section. The chief guest of honor, Madam, I have the following heads of department who have satisfied certificates in various courses. The first will be Kamineyua Vocational Training Center, followed special needs for. The last will be George Omondi from Kiptere Vocational.
Our guest, as you have heard, and I want to present to graduates who satisfied the exam 5 for the award of success. And for our graduates, when I mention your course, nikitaja kosi yako, department yako, tafadhali and beauty therapy. Please, can we stand up? Hairdressing and clap for them. Go to fashion design and garment making. Let us. Once I call your course, please continue standing until you. So the second one will be fashion design, which we normally call tailoring and dressmaking. Can we stand up? The third one will be food and beverage. Stand up. We are not clapping for them. And then we have ICT. Can we stand up? ICT, thank you.
Once again, our guest of honor, I present 3 departments, that is motor vehicle mechanic, keep standing. Clap for them. I also request then lastly, the electrical and installation. Thank you.
Yes, as you've heard, my name is George Omondi from Kiptere VTC. I have masonry department, carpentry and joinery, kindly stand up. Carpentry and joinery, kindly stand up. Then lastly, we have plumbing. Thank you.
Chief guest of honor, with you, have the pleasure to invite you to the host, His Excellency, the Governor of Kericho County, for the certificates for examined and conferred.
By the powers vested on me by the Tibet Act, I hereby award you the certificates examined and certified. Congratulations.
All right, thank you so much. Officially, DJ, tumeona wanaenda kuketi sasa. Officially they've graduated. Picha nyumbani na utumane unasema mimi ni graduate, si ndio? Dance mikono juu.
It's DJ. Wewe mkono wake Bwana. Makofi. Watumishi yote waombayo
Umekuja karibuni. KCB waje hapa mbele. The tools ziko tayari. From Jumu mko wapi?
Zunguka siku zote.
Alright, kuna wanafunzi ambao watapewa the awards. Na naomba KCB tafadhali. Najua program inaenda kabisa. Governor utakuja. Ronald Kimngeno. Hiyo ni department masonry kutoka Toroton VTC. Kimngeno uko wapi? Ronald Kofi amepata tools yake tayari kwenda kwanza. Anapokuja hapo sasalamia KCB wara job inaenda kuanza officially. Piga and Mheshimiwa Daktari Ronald Kimngeno VTC Masi Shepkirui kutoka Hospitality Shepkirui ripoti na kuja kukula. Mheshimiwa MCA kutoka Chemosota. Thank you Masi. Enda na tunzi yako nyumbani. Pikia ugali. Hiyo ni ya chips na Rono kutoka Saint Victor Kipkoech. Victor sijui uko wapi? Sawa, karibu yako welding na tools ready. Wapi makofi ya KCB? Thank you so much. Sasa shika tools zako. Yule Victor Kipkoech Nyanduko ako department ya motor vehicle and Sharon Gayore. Kuja DJ
Amekuja na MC wake, huyo ni motor vehicle mechanic. Thank you so much. Kipkoech Ruyat kutoka Chebirir Bay Electrical. Chebirir su smile wana enok. Ile silenga dadi wuju.
Ewendi besi en oret nyoru cheptirgichet ak ine ile mite shida nemi osnet mabo kawaida betunon.
Okile yang sipto ngoketik chekocham atwaljini en ireu. Ngele betunon kokere kole kocham aite keti. Emero aite ra. Sipto ketichu. Bakwangut. Komwa chito age kora Cheblanget. Beek ak cheptirgichet. Lazima komi kit netesetai en osnet.
Weri ko agenge en Captain B ko kainenyun. Kimiten ak Kimanyata. Manyata ana Kimanyata. Kimanyata mwenyewe.
Sinendet ko lagun chepyosok ilagun ak lakwet. Mboki lagun asinye sinendet komi ele kakeipten. Bichu kakilokyi ko chekakikochi.
Captain B ko kainenyun. Kimiten ak Kimanyata. Manyata ana Kimanyata. Kimanyata mwenyewe.
Sinendet ko lagun chepyosok ilagun ak lakwet. Mboki lagun asinye sinendet komi ele kakeipten. Bichu kakilokyi ko chekakikochi kondit.
Captain B ko kainenyun. Kimiten ak Kimanyata. Manyata ana Kimanyata. Kimanyata mwenyewe.
Sinendet ko lagun chepyosok ilagun ak lakwet. Mboki lagun asinye sinendet komi ele kakeipten. Bichu kakilokyi ko chekakikochi kondit.
Captain B ko kainenyun. Kimiten ak Kimanyata. Manyata ana Kimanyata. Kimanyata mwenyewe.
Sinendet ko lagun chepyosok ilagun ak lakwet. Mboki lagun asinye sinendet komi ele kakeipten. Bichu kakilokyi ko chekakikochi kondit.
Captain B ko kainenyun. Kimiten ak Kimanyata. Manyata ana Kimanyata. Kimanyata mwenyewe.
Sinendet ko lagun chepyosok ilagun ak lakwet. Mboki lagun asinye sinendet komi ele kakeipten. Bichu kakilokyi ko